in your career planning. Okay, about to share the screen. Please tell me if the screen is visible or not.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay, all right. So let us begin with this new answer, with this role of a mentor in career planning. Is one of the interesting answer. Before I start with this answer, let me share you my own experience when I was working with Effort Limited. Immediately after my graduation, I was placed with this company as an HR executive, and I was associated with the employee relations department. I initially joined as a journalistic profile, and later was also working for recruitment, and eventually was hired for employee relationship department. And it was a very beautiful journey. And I need to tell you this because this is what even you are going to experience when you join in any organization. So I remember this was the third day or fourth day of my working with the company. Of course, there's a lot of anxiety on day one because everybody is unknown, and day two or day three takes more time to get comfortable with people and organization culture. So it was my day three or day four, I don't remember exactly, and I was just passing by the lobby. I think I have shared you this experience. Okay, if I've not, I'll just share it again. So I was passing by this lobby, okay, and there were few colleagues who were in the recruitment department. So I heard them saying that she's hired just because of her personality, and doesn't seem to be like she will be comfortable with the software that we are working in. Actually, my computer skills were not very good that time. I only was aware of basic this, Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. I was a commerce background student, so never felt that important to, study IT or to study, minute details of computers, hardware and software. इतना मुझे नीड लगा नहीं, तो मैंने कभी वो किया भी नहीं था, and I was immediately placed after my through this campus recruitment. So I did not even took time to learn Tally or learn computer applications. I just joined the company. I felt extremely bad, because it made me feel very, very, very inferior. Okay. And after which I decided that I should quit the job and will take up the opportunity once my computer skills are um, good, or once I'm comfortable working with the new softwares. So guys, so when I decided I quit, I almost had tears in my eyes, and a very terrible feeling that there's something lacking in me, and there are people who are there around who are discussing about this. So, but I almost had tears in my eyes, and at the same time, the assistant vice president of the company uh, happened to cross by, and he noticed me, and he realized there's something wrong. So he asked me. Of course, he knew that there are so many people around, because when I say lobby, there are hundred of people around. So he did not felt correct to discuss in front of everyone. So he said, "Rishita, let's go for a cup of coffee and meet me at cafeteria in some time, in 10-15 minutes." And I decided, okay, I will meet him. So our company had a cafeteria on seventh floor. So um, I reached the cafeteria, and I had a coffee, and then he was discussing what I noticed that you were crying. So I had to confess that, so see, my computer skills are not that great, and I'm just a graduate, and I completed my Word, PowerPoint, Excel, ये सब मुझे आता है क्योंकि ये सब projects में किया है. But if you talk about working on particular software, that will take time for me, because HRMIS is something which requires very good Excel. Okay, so I was not familiar with the formulas and all of it. So, but please let me tell you, within 1 month, I was master in that particular thing. Okay, because I did not want to anyone to point out on this, that she is not capable, or she is not having this or she's rather hired only because of personality. Because let me tell you, earlier, this an HR department was, especially employee relationships department, was very new. Okay, that profile was very new. That time, yes, they used to hire people with, some personality. So this was one of the criteria, I would say, like one of the parameter of selecting people. So um I discussed with him that this is the thing, but sir, I just need maybe say 3 months time, and I'll join the company back, provided if there is a vacancy that time. Surely I will join back, but for now I need to take a leave and take a study, do my study on computers, and then maybe get back to you. So you know what he said to me. I Why I'm sharing this is because now we're going to study role of a mentor, right? So I consider that person as my mentor. He informed me few things, he advised me, and he suggested that wherever you are going to go, whichever company, okay, be it a very well-known company or be it a medium scale enterprise, whatsoever it is, remember one thing, okay, there will be people around you who are going to, highlight your small flaws and will make it look very big. Okay. He also made me understand that in your profile, the requirement of computer skills is not mandatory. Hence, we've hired you. Okay. We know that this is not important, and we have seen your other qualities, and on the basis of that, we have hired you. Okay. So there's something in you that we have hired. Nobody is fooled to hire people like this, right? And pay such a fat salary. So he informed me that, wherever you are going to go, and I was very amazed that, a person who is a AVP in the company is sparing out time, okay, to kind of guide me and tell me. And then he also said, see, look at me, look at, he shared me that, when I joined this company 9 years back, I was working as an executive. That point of time, nobody even thought so that I will be an AVP in this company. And he also shared me, truth be told, there were a lot many people who used to make fun of me, fun of my height. And today, the same people are, working under me. Okay, they have to follow my instructions. I give them the deadlines. So he said, see, nothing has to do with what limitations you have. And you can of course learn those things. And he said me, you work and simultaneously you learn. So he granted me 2 hours leave, 2 hours break every day. Okay, 2 hours break. And he said, in this 2 hours you're going to study about computers. Okay, you are going to thoroughly understand about how Excel works and what are the formulas, just because you want to do it. Thus, though your profile does not have this requirement, but I suggest you continue working, and 2 hours you give your time. And he made me connect with the IT people in the company. We had quality and assurance department. We had an IT department also. So he connected to them, and he said them, you have to exclusively give training to her on Excel for another 15 days, 2 hours every day. So I learned all that things. I learned Excel. I learned how to operate HRMIS. I learned how to operate the company software. Nothing was on serious note. When I was working, कुछ भी मेरे वो काम का नहीं था, लेकिन फिर भी मैंने वो study किया. Okay, just because I just felt that, my colleagues in the department should not point out the flaws in me. Now, why I am saying you all this is because I was fortunate enough to have a mentor in my company, who noticed there is something wrong with me, who guided me, who helped me with the solution, and who gave me a proper advice that, quitting a job is not the solution. Okay, wherever students you are going to go, there are people around who will certainly, point out your mistakes. Okay, especially those who are working in the company for a quite long time. Human tendency, a newcomer is always looked upon like, is made to feel a little isolated. This is very much human in nature, and even you guys are going to experience this. Okay, so learn not to quit. Is just I was that time very sensitive. I still am very sensitive, but that point of time I could not just control my reactions, and I planned to quit. But I'm fortunate that my mentor helped me understand, and he's out of his busy schedule, he removed his 30-40 minutes to guide me. Okay, So the very first sentence in the answer, that a mentor is an experienced person in a company or institution who trains and counsels a new employees. I was a new employee to the company, and I definitely received that kind of, you can say, uh, that kind of attention and that kind of care from a mentor, and I'm very blessed. Okay, so मैं आपको भी यही suggestion देना चाहूंगी कि कंपनी में है ना, look upon to people who are at the top position, not because of their position students. I always feel people who are at the top are very grounded. Okay, in fact they are more down to earth as compared to people who are at the lower level. Okay, जो एग्जीक्यूटिव है या मैनेजर्स है, इनके अंदर तो भी बहुत ईगो होगा, या इनके अंदर तो भी quality hota. I mean, I should not generalize, but this is what I have observed and this is what is my personal experience. They might make you feel inferior. Okay, but people at the top, okay, most of the times people who are at the top are generally very ground to earth, and very much grounded. So um आप है ना हमेशा उनमें किसी को मेंटर बनाइए. Okay, someone that who will guide you, because they are the ones who would pay attention to your ground problems. Okay. Now let us start with the answer. Okay, who is going to read that?
Role of mentor in career planning. A mentor is an experienced person in a company or institution who trains and counsels new employees.
Yeah,
Mentorship.
I'm so
Yes,
sorry.
ma'am.
Yeah, I just read out that already, that someone who is an experienced person in the company. Okay. And though it's not mentioned here, but I feel someone who should have human skills. Okay, ability to understand people, and ability to to accept the fact that everybody is human and they might have certain flaws in them. So a person who is very experienced in the company or the institution, who will train you, who will help you in upgrading your knowledge, and at the same time counsel you. All right.
Mentorship is a relationship in which a more experienced or knowledgeable person helps to guide a less experienced or less knowledgeable person who is talented. The mentor may be older or younger, but have a certain area of expertise. It is a learning and development partnership between someone with huge repertoire of experience and someone who wants to learn from that experience. Mentorship experience and relationship pattern influence the amount of psychosocial support, career guidance, role modeling, and communication that occurs in the mentoring relationships in which the processes and mentors engaged. A career mentor is someone who takes special interest in helping another develop a successful career. A mentor should guide the mentee or process on any number of career-related topics.
Okay, I think very beautifully it is explained here, though they're using a very difficult English language. Let us understand what is mentorship. In case of mentorship, especially in context to career planning, okay, a mentor is just not going to be, helping you in your career, but also on your personal development front. Okay, and let me tell you, when I came into teaching, again, I had few experienced faculties uh, who constantly used to guide me to take up professional courses and upgrade my skills, and have also helped me, develop on personal front as well, in context to behavior, in context to becoming more calm and composed. Okay, in context to becoming more patient. So a mentor is someone who is going to help you or guide you to develop your professional, to help you professionally develop, as well as to help you develop on personal front. Okay, so therefore it is written here, psychosocial support. That means you know uh, giving that kind of emotional support to the mentee who is looking upon to him. Okay, someone who is a role model, okay, who is helping the mentee to kind of take a baby step and develop professionally. Okay, I think when it comes to career, it is very important that a mentor should have the required skills and knowledge also. Okay, a good mentor will surely tell you to develop yourself. Maybe even that development is a very small development. Kaizen approach. Okay, this Kaizen approach is a Japanese concept. Okay, which states that even a small improvement is an improvement. Okay, so have a Kaizen approach and develop yourself professionally as well as personally. Okay, so this is what is a good mentor. It's you need to spend good time with the company and identify people and try to build good equation with them, because someone amongst them is going to be your mentor. The textbook is saying it can be someone who is young, or it can be someone who is older. Anyone but having certain area of expertise, okay, can be a good mentor. I don't know if you watch web series. I have recently seen a web series on Amazon, which is a Family Man. इसमें season 2 में दिखाया था कि how a young a very young employee is acting as a boss. Okay, so I just want to make you understand there's a clear difference between someone who is a boss and someone who is a mentor. Okay, a mentor would never behave like a boss. A mentor would always behave like a coach. I'm so sorry. Let us see what qualities a good mentor should have. Okay, number one is
Looked upon as a role model.
someone whom I think uh, it's this the term role model is not just a very heavy term. It also requires we just don't make anyone as a role model, right? We meet thousands of people, but not everyone we look upon as a role model, है ना? तो कोई ऐसा होना चाहिए जिसको मैं रोल मॉडल मान सकूं. Okay? अब वो कैसे होगा, उसके अंदर वो क्वालिटीज होनी चाहिए, है ना? क्वालिटी ऑफ डिसिप्लिन, क्वालिटी ऑफ इंटेलिजेंस सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट. ओके, मेरा मेंटर इंटेलिजेंट होना चाहिए, राइट? if I feel that my mentor ka logic is not correct, I mean I might never look upon to him as a role model, right? So someone who is very intelligent, someone whose persona is very effective and impactful. Okay, I think उसी को मैं role model मानूंगी. So very first quality is someone who can be looked upon as a role model. Then
Ability to encourage and inspire others.
it's not easy to do so. Okay, a mentor should have that ability to inspire others. Okay, encourage others. I think हमारे regular conduct में जो भी हम करते हैं, routine at the workplace, not everything is going to inspire people. Okay, similarly in organizations also. Okay, I think a good mentor, a good leader, okay, should conduct himself in such a manner that people get inspiration from them. Okay, people inspire them. This brings me to one small example that I'd like to share. We are associated with TISS for NUSST program in our college. I remember Dr. Binupal sir, uh, who is who is working with TISS, and a person who is again very down to earth person. I said you people who are at the top are generally very down to earth. Okay, he shared his experience that I travel by public transport. Okay, I might be earning in crores and all, but I travel by public transport. I wait for a bus. If the bus is not coming, then I take up a auto. Okay, but I don't have my own car and all. Yeah, I'll buy it if I require. I'll definitely buy. But अभी तो है ना, बस है, ऑटो है, like that. So I take inspiration from people like this. Okay, तो एक mentor के अंदर है ना एक quality होना चाहिए लोगों को inspire करने का. I think चला गया वो दिन जब आपके leaders आपको बहुत हाइप करके बोले या फिर टॉल क्लेम्स करे कि मैंने तो ये बदलाव लाया, मैंने तो कंपनी में इतना प्रॉफिट ला के दिया, मेरे कंडक्ट के वजह से कंपनी को इतने प्रोजेक्ट्स मिले, मेरे नेटवर्किंग की वजह से कंपनी का इमेज इतना अच्छा है क्योंकि कंपनी को इतने सारे प्रोजेक्ट्स मिले. आई थिंक लोगों को आपकी स्टोरीज नहीं सुनना है. नो वन इज इंटरेस्टेड. आई सर्टेनली फील मेंटर के कंडक्ट से, वो कैसे अपने आप को कंडक्ट करते हैं, लोग उनसे इंस्पायर होते हैं. ओके, अब हाउ दे बिहेव विद पीपल, उससे आप इंस्पायर होते हो, नॉट बाय व्हाट बिग थिंग्स यू हैव अचीव. ओके, so this is a second important quality, that someone who is able to inspire and encourage others. Then next is,
Deeply involved in the learning process.
I think a mentor should never feel that he is a learned person, कि उसको सब कुछ पता है और सब कुछ मालूम है. आई थिंक वो लोग जो अपने आप को ऐसे बिलीव करते हैं कि मुझे सब पता है, या आई एम अ वेल इन्फॉर्म्ड पर्सन. Okay, you can be, but there is always a scope for learning. A good mentor should be someone who is involved in the learning process. In fact, should never feel inferior when the young employee is शेयरिंग और गुड नॉलेज और आइडिया. मैं कितने बार अपने स्टूडेंट से कितनी चीजें सीखती हूँ. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है व्हेन माय स्टूडेंट इज टीचिंग मी एंड गाइडिंग मी कि मैम ये ऐसा है, इसको ऐसे करना होता है, आप ये इंस्टॉल करो, आप ये करोगे तो ऐसा होगा. तो आई फील एक्सट्रीमली हैप्पी. A mentor should be someone who is who would never feel awkward and shy to take help from the young employee also. You should believe in learning process, and the learning can come from anyone. Okay, so a good mentor should be someone who is deeply involved in the learning process. Okay, now that also brings me to one small discussion over here. This year we have decided to do mentoring for weak students. Okay, it's impossible to keep a track to 100 students altogether. 101 students are there in the class. Okay, and I am going to take mentoring for roll number 1 to 50. But guys, this it's going to be extremely difficult for me to reach out to this 50 students, and in fact not all are attending the class. Okay, and so therefore we are going to focus more on the students who are little weak in studies. I have been instructed. Okay, and I also believe, not that just because it's been instructed to me and other teachers, but I also believe that this surely will help. Okay, BAFMED has already started. A bright student is, taking a small session or a lecture with other students. Okay, like just a Zoom meeting, teachers, मीटिंग क्रिएट करके आपको लिंक सेंड करते हैं. वैसे ही एक ब्राइट स्टूडेंट एक छोटा सा टॉपिक प्रिपेयर करेंगे और उस टॉपिक के ऊपर बाकी स्टूडेंट्स को गाइड करेंगे, या फिर टीचिंग वर्ड नहीं बोलूंगी, बिकॉज स्टूडेंट्स आर स्टूडेंट्स एट द एंड ऑफ द डे. तो आपकी जो कैपेसिटी है, आपको जो अंडरस्टैंड कर रहे हो आपको पर्टिकुलर कॉन्सेप्ट से, व्हाट इज योर इंटरप्रिटेशन, एंड बेस्ड ऑन योर पर्सपेक्टिव्स, ओके, आप वो सेशन कंडक्ट कर सकते हो. तो आई एम waiting to start that. Okay, I'm a little occupied with other work. मैं चाहती हूँ कि students like who are there in the session right now, for example, Smruti is there, Anisha is there, Yashvi is there, then Arun is there. Okay, Priscilla is there. Okay, all these students can take up at least one lecture. Okay, and share their thoughts on a particular topic. Okay, and once that is done, okay, I'll try to identify who can help the weak students. I look for your participation, students, because though this practice sounds to be very effective, it will be completely invalid if you all are not coming ahead. Okay, this idea was shared by President Sir, and immediately after, when you guys in the TYBMS meeting stated that we've reached to a monotony and boredom with regular lectures, 4 hours just listening to the teachers, um, and then after that you have got your NUSSD and lectures from TechnoServe and all that. So presidents have suggested this idea. I hope you all are going to execute this, and I try to identify more students who can. अभी जिनका मैंने नाम लिया उनको तो मैं एकदम अच्छे से जानती हूँ. लेकिन जिनका मैंने नाम नहीं लिया है हो सकता है वो भी इसमें होंगे और वो भी उतने ही इफेक्टिव और अच्छे होंगे. तो those who looks those who feel that this going to be a good exercise, please do come ahead and do participate. हाँ अनिशा, yes, it seems exciting because ये मेरे कॉलेज में भी ऐसा होता था. I remember this. Okay, this is not a new practice. Okay, I know you. I hope you know this group study culture. तो मेरे कॉलेज में ये होता था. एंड ट्रस्ट मी स्टूडेंट्स, मैं ना अकाउंट्स कभी किसी प्रोफेसर से इतना अच्छे से नहीं सीख पाती थी जितना अपने फ्रेंड्स से सीख पाती थी. मेरे को एक फीफो मेथड याद है, फर्स्ट इन फर्स्ट आउट मेथड. वो मेरे को टीचर ने कितनी बार सिखाया होगा लेकिन मुझे समझा ही नहीं. एंड व्हेन माय फ्रेंड्स इन द ग्रुप स्टडी व्हेन दे टॉट मी, ओके, आई अंडरस्टूड द कॉन्सेप्ट वेरी क्लियरली. ओके, तो मुझे बहुत हेल्पफुल रहा है. एंड आई ऑलवेज वाज अ पार्ट ऑफ अ स्टडी ग्रुप. ओके, बिकॉज मैं आप लोग की तरह इतनी स्टूडियस या फिर रेगुलर स्टूडेंट नहीं थी. आई वाज मोर इनटू स्पोर्ट्स एंड कल्चरल एंड ऑल ऑफ इट. सो मेरे लेक्चर्स स्किप हो जाते थे. But during the exams, okay, we had the study group. Okay, that was again formed by a class teacher. It was very effective, very very effective. So let's see, we will start shortly. Okay, maybe after this month is or after your internal exams, surely we'll work on that. Okay, point number 4.
Capability in maintenance of confidentiality.
हाँ, बहुत important. A mentor should be someone who knows your mistakes, who knows your flaws, who knows your limitations, and he maintains that in confidentiality with himself only. He is not sharing that with others. Okay, because जब आप किसी को mentor मानते हो ना, तो आप आपके पर्सनल लाइफ के भी चीजें उनके साथ शेयर करते हो, बिकॉज आपके पास वो कंफर्ट जोन होता है. बट इसी चीज को ना मेंटर को एक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी की तरह लेना है कि मेरे को मेरे मेंटी ने बहुत ही ट्रस्ट करके ये चीजें शेयर की है, एंड आई शुड मेंटेन दैट कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी. सी वंस यू ब्रेक द ट्रस्ट, नो वन विल बिलीव यू एज अ मेंटर. माइट वर्क विथ यू बिकॉज ऑब्लिगेशन होगा, लेकिन अगर आप एक मेंटर हो तो आपके अंदर ये क्वालिटी होनी चाहिए कि आप ना वो कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी मेंटेन करो. Okay, your mentee is since you are giving that sort of emotional support to your mentee is sharing maybe personal information with you, and you have to maintain that confidentiality. So, all right, then point number 5.
Good knowledge about career paths and career guidance.
Of course, extremely important. Mentor को अच्छा knowledge होना चाहिए about career paths, and should know what are the scope in that particular field and what studies can be done in that particular field. Okay, which institutions are recognized to help you, and which कहाँ उस institution का कोई entrance exams है तो वो कैसे क्रैक करना है. ये सब आइडिया आपको मेंटर दे सके, इतना नॉलेज उनके पास होना चाहिए. एंड लास्टली,
Sound personal skills, specifically with respect to listening.
because you are a good mentor only if you are able to understand your mentee. And how would you understand if you are having that sort of interpersonal skills, and when you allow your mentee to talk? Okay? You should be a good listener. The more you listen to your mentee, the more you get to know about him or her. And the more you get to know about him or her, the better you can guide your mentee, both in terms of personal development as well as in terms of professional development. I think I stop here, and mentor responsibilities I'll take up in the next class. I hope there is no difficulty in understanding this answer.
No, ma'am.
Okay. This PDF is already shared on your Google Classroom, and of course, I'm going to upload this recording also. All right, guys, I see you in the next class. You have a nice day ahead. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.